Alrighty, welcome to Blacklisted News and Reviews. I'm your host, Goma.
I'm Blacky.
And Morty can't be here with us today.
He's caught the coronavirus because I told him to not fuck that Chinese Buddha.
We did tell him that. He was sick prior, last time we tried to record, and this time he's just, not here. So...
Well, that's what you get from sand niggers.
We're just gonna roll with it and get right into the news. Our first story.
You're gonna get copyright struck for that fucking.
What's his name? No, you know his name. Come on, say the words. What is it? Kobe Brown?
I can't think of the name. I just think of a dwarf whenever I think
Killer
of him. Like
Keem
one of those
Star.
lawn gnomes. I just think of a lawn gnome whenever I think of him.
Oh my god. You're not wrong though. That's famous imagery. That's that iDubbbz roast imagery right there.
We're starting off with a teen getting killed.
Oh yeah, my goodness. And Morty posted an story here, I believe, unless you removed it. But unfortunately, he won't be here to give his special commentary on it, so we'll have to assume what he wanted to say. Alrighty. So, would you like to cover the headline?
Why do we always start out with kids getting killed?
Well, you're the one who makes the list, so you tell me. I don't
Look,
know
if
it's something that you're into, or...
I guess I just want to always start these out with the kid killing, and then we'll end with something funny, you know?
Kid killing isn't funny enough for you?
Alright. A teen stood up for a smaller student. Later, the bully killed him, police say.
The bully fucking killed him. I remember when you posted this in the list, and I was fucking flipping my shit like, what? He fucking just died. Oh my god.
After he broke up the fight, he started having trouble with the suspect, police said.
Suspect? What suspect? That's a convict right there. What is there to suspect?
Like, I remember number 2 when we were giving bullying advice.
Man, they responded to a call shortly after 4:30 p.m. on Thursday to find Samuel Reynolds, 16, with a gunshot wound. A gunshot wound, my nigga.
Jesus Christ.
He got fucking shot for standing up for someone. Good God, what a fucking
Reported
world, dude.
Friday that the suspected shooter is between 13 and 15 years old and lives in the same apartment complex.
What?
His identity was not released
Nigga,
because
he's
of
a
his
killer.
age.
He does not get that fucking freedom. You just killed somebody with the fucking firearm. What? You're gonna be serving fucking life if you're not serving fucking life in jail. My God.
The suspect initially denied involvement in the shooting. The local NBC station reported, but police said they had obtained footage from the complex that showed the entire incident. You thought you were about to get away with it?
You really thought you were about to get away with fucking shooting somebody in an apartment complex? What?
Jesus.
What are you, stupid? Oh my God. This is fucking ridiculous, man. The school's principal, what the fuck kind of name is Shavir Dalla, said the suspect wasn't even a fucking student at the school. How butthurt do you have to be to shoot somebody who's interrupting you, who doesn't even go to the fucking same school as you, dude? You're not gonna see this guy ever again. How butthurt do you have to be to go track this guy down and fucking shoot him?
He pulls out a handgun from the rear part of his pants he was wearing, pointing it at the victim, and fires one round, Cook told reporters Friday.
I mean, I appreciate his efficiency, but damn, nigga, come on.
We did discover one spent shell casing. It's a .40 caliber semi-automatic hammer. Damn! You wanted that fucker dead.
They're talking about they're not sure whether or not he's going to be tried as a kid or an adult. This man is packing heat. The fuck are you talking about tried as a kid?
He's packing a .40.
Packing a whole fucking .40. Bro, he killed him in one shot. Like, this man is not playing around. You can't keep this man on the streets.
I mean, fuck, a 9mm will put you on your ass, but a .40 will fucking blow you away.
He's dead. He blew him straight away. Fucking hell.
The senseless act of gun violence has no place in society in our hometown community. Well, you know, maybe if the other guy had a gun, it would have been different.
Maybe, but honestly, this is just a fucking case of someone getting really fucking butthurt for no reason. And it's really an issue that, like, our our school systems, our fucking parents, honestly. You need to control your kids, first of all. And, like...
I love this. We will direct our attention to how a young teen suspect accessed a firearm used in the offense.
How the fuck you think, dipshit?
How did someone between 13 and 15 years old get access to a .40 caliber?
I wonder. Where could he have gotten it from? Could it be...
our thoughts and prayers are with the Sam's family and friends.
Okay, God. Could it be maybe he got it from, I don't know, a gang? Or maybe his family members? Or maybe you dipshits need to fucking keep a fucking tighter lock on your goddamn apartment complex, letting niggas carry guns around in there.
Look, we all know he went down to Homeless Joe by the fucking hardware store and got a gun, a whole 40 caliber.
Why the fuck is Homeless Joe packing? Man, if Homeless Joe's packing, why the fuck is he homeless?
Because he spent all his money on the fucking gun instead of the house.
Damn, Homeless Joe needs to rethink his life right about now. Wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna put this in the footage here, but there's just like random fucking dude, man who called Rise of Nvidia doubles down on prediction. And doesn't this man look familiar to you? Let's scroll down.
I don't know.
Scroll down. You see the sponsored content, the guy in front of the United States map?
I'm scrolling down. No, I don't see that.
Oh, let me get you an image. While I'm doing that, can you read out the next headline?
Yeah. A paramedic charged with sexual assault in an ambulance.
Look at that guy right there. You see him?
Let me take a look. What the fuck?
He looks like somebody, don't he?
Oh, fuck. He looks a little like Karl Marx. I don't know.
Man, shit. I need
all that red behind him.
I need all the viewers. This is your one fucking opportunity where I'm gonna ask you, like, out of the blue to comment. If you got this far in, comment who this man looks like, because it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think about it right now. Alright. You were saying?
Charged with a sexual assault in an ambulance.
Whew, come on, man. You couldn't have waited till they're fucking dead?
Seriously. What the fuck? Damn. I can't scroll down.
State's Attorney Julia Rietz said Tuesday she filed 2 counts of criminal sexual assault against Jeffrey Sanford Jr., 47 of Gift. Oh, God. Look at that image. Like, the image that they use for the article is fine, but then... Like, in the second image, he looks like
He looks like a
fucking... He looks like if you took a baby and you forcefully aged it forward. Like...
He looks like... Have you ever seen the Spy Kids movie where they had the thumb guys? That's what I'm seeing here. He does.
Damn.
Like, I can see why he's not very popular with the women, but come on. There got to be some standards. You can't just be like touching some breasts while they're fucking passing out from lack of oxygen or bleeding. No.
See, at about 3:40 a.m., July 22nd, the deputies were sent to OSF for a report of a woman saying she was pressured into performing oral sex on an EMT. See, he didn't just grope. He said, "I'm gonna go the full goddamn mile."
What the fuck?
He was like, "Hold this dick in your mouth real quick."
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Are we going to have cameras in the fucking ambulances?
I don't think they do. I don't think they have cameras. But, like, imagine you're, like, almost dying. You're, like, on a fucking stretcher. And this guy's like, hold on, just hold my dick in your mouth real quick. Just comes out with his wiener and just plops it in your mouth. Like, what are you going to do? You're fucking, like, you're in a fucking ambulance. You've barely got control of your body. You're just being assaulted by this absolute criminal. Absolute fucking degenerate. This is something Morty would do. Like, he isn't here to defend himself, but he doesn't need to, because this is something he would do.
Look, Morty has standards. Alright? He would at least make sure that it was a young female.
Yeah. He probably would have waited till her pulse stopped, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do it, make sure you don't have witnesses. Like, make sure she accidentally overdoses on some chemical on her way to the fucking hospital. Like, damn.
Test reached return
Dude, properly
from
at
Illinois
least.
State Crime Lab revealed a match between what was taken as evidence from her and Sanford's DNA. Ooh, this man caught.
Hey, he's done. There's no vagueness
He's gonna lose
vagueness
more
here.
than his job.
He's gone.
Paramedic for 23 years.
And
23 years you're a paramedic.
You just couldn't fucking hold it in. Wow. Come on, dude. How this woman had to have looked. This woman had to have looked fucking spectacular. I want to see. Is it
a husband and father? A husband, a father, and father of two. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, dude. Come on.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This woman was 48. I'm telling you, she better have looked like a goddamn supermodel at 48.
Jesus Christ.
I can't with this.
Like, what medical condition did she have that he thought was appropriate enough to fucking...
She's probably gonna die. She probably ain't gonna make it.
What the actual fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, she wasn't even on a stretcher. She was on a fucking bench. What?
Jesus.
What?
We're gonna move on from this fucking degenerate.
Alrighty.
This might be a little out of date, but
it's not too out of date. Illness spreads in hospitals. New Hubei leaders virus update. So, what's going on here is there's lots of shit. Just this coronavirus is getting out of control. Now, this is a bit out of date because I'm pretty sure the death toll in total has gone past 1,000 now, which is great. I mean, you know, we've only got like about 1 billion and some more Chinese to go. But, you know, there's all sorts of fucking conspiracies with this shit. Like, did you see there was a book written about a virus originating from Wuhan?
Oh, man.
Let's
see. Some of the key developments we have is world's retailers take hit as Chinese shoppers stay home. China death toll at, well, this is out of date, but it says 636 confirmed cases.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, 636 confirmed cases at 31,000. So 31,000 have the disease.
Death of a hero doctor sparks crisis of confidence in Zeiss, China.
I think that's she.
I don't know. It's
is this? I'm pretty sure this is the dude who worked like 10 days straight and like killed himself from exhaustion, which is the fucking F in the chat. Good job,
orange
dude.
It's whatever orange language they have there.
But I'm saying like this dude like worked himself to fucking death, if I remember correctly. Oh no, never mind. This is the other dude. This is the whistleblower. But there was another guy.
No, this is the dude that China took out.
Yeah, this is the guy that was fucking killed by the coronavirus after whistleblowing the coronavirus. But shout out to that other dude though, who was just worked himself to exhaustion and fucking died trying to help people.
Look, we all know that other dude is in an isekai right about now.
I hope he's in an isekai or in Valhalla or something. Get my man some 70 virgins up in heaven. Come on.
Seriously. Japan cruise ship outbreak is now the biggest outside of China with 61 sick.
Why would you let sick niggas on a boat? What do you think was going to happen? Come on.
Number of new cases reported in China declined for a second day. Who?
Oh, man. And, like, you see, like, the president's been, like, coughing and he's been out for a bit and... Whew. It's a whole fucking thing over there, dude.
Medical supply chain from China unaffected. That's good for them.
Of course.
U.S. ready to aid China.
Yikes. No, thank you.
Coronavirus spreads inside Wuhan hospital. Study finds. Blah, blah, blah. New Jersey lets cruise ship passengers disembark. Please no.
No, don't do that. Oh my god.
Plane cleared to disembark Friday.
No. They were screened first, so hopefully they're okay.
China puts 2 officials in charge of outbreak.
Medical workers, medical equipment workers. But the thing is, even with the face mask, that shit doesn't do anything against the coronavirus. You're still catching that shit.
Have you seen those videos of guys in hazmat suits just grabbing people off the street in Wuhan?
Fucking the disinfectant. Like they're just like fucking airdropping disinfectant everywhere. It's like it looks fucking ridiculous. Like if the picture's out of context, it look like the city was just fucking bombed. It's ridiculous, dude. People are just being like taken out of the fucking street, fucking they're throwing cats and dogs onto the fucking street to kill them so they don't spread the virus. Like,
when you said disinfectant, I just thought of those airplanes that drop napalm.
Yeah, it's disinfectant. Oh my god, this is just a big fucking mess for China.
Fed warns of potential effects.
We can't get through all these. There's literally like dozens upon dozens of fucking headlines, dude. If you keep scrolling, there's so fucking many. There's too much. You need to get your shit under control, China. Let's move on.
100 suspected, 12 confirmed how CDC identifies U.S. coronavirus cases.
How is that? How do they do that?
In a report released Friday, federal officials outlined how they screened about 650 people in the United States for the Chinese virus.
That's it?
About 30 doctors...
What do you mean just 650? Do you know how many fucking chinks are out here, dude?
About 30 doctors and nurses with the U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention responded to inquiries about these individuals, recommended further testing for 256 across 34 different U.S. jurisdictions.
Nigga, if you need further testing, you're gone.
Out of those suspect cases, only 11 were found to be infected.
Sure.
Just 2 of those cases involved person-to-person transmission.
I don't trust this shit. I don't trust this shit.
A 12th patient has since been identified in Wisconsin. The chance of person-to-person transmission of the coronavirus still exists in the U.S., the likelihood of sustained transmission remains low. You know, the thing about this virus is it has a high infection rate, a low lethality, but high infection.
See, it's just waiting. It's waiting to mutate, dude. Haven't you played Plague Inc?
Dude,
come on.
We are in co-op mode in Plague Inc right now.
Like, come on.
Whoever the fuck is playing it co-op mode, because you heard about that shit in Brazil?
What shit in Brazil? The thing Morty posted prior? That shit ain't nothing. That shit's literally fucking nothing. Like, we found a disease that we couldn't quite identify. Okay, and?
Coronavirus worldwide now has surpassed 31,000, and death toll in China has hit 600. That's out of date.
Yeah, this is the same numbers as prior. But, like, you know what they're saying? Like, it's low lethality because it only really affects you if your immune system's, like, weak. But just wait. Just you fucking wait. It's gonna start beating the shit out of you, and then everybody's gonna die.
Once it gets enough points and enough people infected, it will go and
wait till Madagascar has cases of it. Wait till Greenland has cases of it. Wait till it shows up in fucking Antarctica, and then everybody's dead.
Nah, we all know Greenland's gonna close the ports.
Hopefully.
Facial, when bias is coded into our technology.
We're not reading out those kind of captions.
I wonder if the guy in the ambulance gave a facial.
Oof. Who knows if he was even able to come?
Well, they were able to fucking scrub the shit out of her mouth.
Oh yeah, probably.
And identify him. Facial recognition systems.
I'm just glad you didn't swallow. Oh boy.
Oh shit, what the fuck? Okay, I gotta read this. Facial recognition systems from large tech companies often incorrectly classify black women as male. Maybe if they weren't so fucking ugly.
Look at these literal examples. Michelle Obama, and Serena Williams. They look like dudes. Like,
have you seen Michelle Obama? That looks like a fucking dude if you don't look too closely.
Like, dude, Michelle Obama looks straight up like a dude. Like, that facial structure is masculine. So is the same thing with Serena Williams. Her facial structure is extremely masculine. You can't fault the fucking facial recognition, dude.
This is all according to Joy Bologna
fucking Joy Baloney Woney? Fuck out of here.
whose research caught wide attention in 2018 with AI Ain't I a Woman?
Ain't I a Woman? You can't use ain't if you're not going to be son.
A spoken word piece based on her findings at MIT Media Lab. MIT has a media lab?
Who the fuck knows, man? MIT has probably some bullshit. Like, there's all sorts of, let's get women into science stuff. And, like, I'm all for more women in science, but, like, do not drop your standards for bringing women into science. That defeats the entire fucking purpose of bringing them in. Like, how...
The video, along with the accompanying research paper written from Timnit Goober of Microsoft Research, prompted many tech companies to reassess their facial recognition data and the darker and more female-looking faces.
What was I saying? Like, if you bring... Okay, this is a bit off topic, but if you bring women into science, you need to make sure that they're being held to the same standards. Because then you get the whole fucking discussion of, oh man, now I'm in science, but now people don't think that I'm as good as men. Well, bitch, you weren't fucking... You just got in. You didn't fucking prove yourself with anything. Like, excuse me? Like, and anecdotally, like, in my programming classes, there's very, very, very few women, if any, at all. It's just not that statistically viable, really, to enforce any sort of equality there.
Jesus. The rest of this article is like fucking trash.
Why is Discord broken? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, Discord is like broken with... Okay, never mind. Yeah, this article is just trash.
Technical difficulty.
Don't blame the AI for recognizing patterns. If you're a woman but you look like a dude, the AI is not going to fucking treat you special.
Don't blame the AI for doing literally what you programmed it to do.
Exactly.
Fucking patterns. You programmed it to make patterns and see humans. You didn't fucking program it to fucking do other shit. You can't program bias.
You really can't. I mean, unless you start, like, introducing radically different fucking Like, okay, the thing is... Quick story here. There's unsupervised and supervised learning for AI, and there's reinforcement learning. Supervised is basically you tell it this is this, and then you give it examples that it hasn't seen before, and it has to tell you whether it's this or not this. Unsupervised, you give it a bunch of shit, and it locates patterns. Reinforcement's sort of in the middle. So the only way that you can really code bias in is if you're using reinforcement, and you're giving it examples that are outliers, and telling it specifically that these outliers are fitting into these patterns, which is exactly what you're trying to do.
Kind of like that Twitter bot that had to get shut down because it kept praising Hitler.
Yes, exactly. Like, you give it that information, and you tell it that this is what people want to talk about, and that's what it starts talking about. And, like, the same thing here. If you start telling it that Serena Williams is a female, and then it starts looking at some dudes, and it's like, oh yeah, this dude's a girl, because I see that he looks very similar to Serena Williams. Like, don't fucking break shit. Like, yes, it's not as good as a human at detecting the patterns, but like fucking pushing these fucking outliers in, you're not helping it recognize patterns. Alrighty.
You want to take on the next one,
Iowa
Goma?
Caucus live updates. But Hitler and Sanders reached virtual tie with 100% of results released. I can't pronounce that name. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name.
Yeah, no one can. I heard that. I heard Buttface won the Iowa thing.
Apparently, after their fucking app quote unquote glitched, and
the app that he funded,
they had to quote unquote rig a few votes here and there.
Like what more can we say besides this whole thing is sketch as fuck?
Sketch. There's no sketchiness here. It's decidedly fucking rigged.
Like this is more sketchy than the guy fucking demanding a blowjob in a fucking ambulance. This is more sketchy than the bully. At least that would make sense,
right?
This is more sketchy than the bully that you stopped coming up to you all of a sudden and be like, oh hey, stand still for a second, pop.
All right. Like fucking man. Like how can you justify this? That's fucking disgusting.
Look, the Democrats don't have a chance of winning this election season. They really don't. And they're really ruining it more.
Like,
if they're gonna fucking keep doing this.
Sanders goes up against fucking Trump, he's just gonna fucking collapse. He's gonna collapse at the podium of a fucking heart attack because his old ass is like 1,000,007, and then Trump's gonna win by default. If this butt guy goes up, he's gonna fucking be the butt of every fucking joke, and he's not gonna do shit.
Look. Trump had this thing last time of saying, oh, they're rigging the elections. Well, you know what? You're not helping your case if you're going to try and rig shit.
Exactly. Like, do you really think that butt Nazi stands a better chance than Sanders does? Like, literally, he's a literally who. I've never heard of this man. I don't know anything about this man. I don't want to know anything about this man. Sorry, go ahead.
I've heard some conspiracies about what they're trying to do here. They know Joe Biden. They know Biden couldn't win against Bernie in the state.
Biden fucking dropped.
So he did?
Didn't he?
No, Biden should still be in there because the Democratic Party's been pushing the fuck out of Biden.
I thought he dropped. Never mind.
No, but I've heard a conspiracy of what they're trying to do here is that it was the party itself that did the recall thing or whatever in Iowa. And what they were trying to do is make Butt here win so that so that Bernie would have less wins in his belt, because they knew Biden couldn't win the state.
Biden's not winning anything. He's a fucking child molester and a woman groper.
Yeah, but they're still backing him.
Why?
Because they for some unknown reason, they think that he can fucking win against Trump.
No.
Or that he's, I guess, easy to control.
Fucking, you ever read of Mice and Men?
Yes.
What's that retarded one's name?
I don't know.
Lenny.
I just call
fucking
him
Lenny.
Lenny.
Georgian Lenny.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Biden is Lenny. He's thinking about the fucking rabbits on his farm. He's about to get shot in the fucking back of the head.
Joe Biden is Lenny, and the other one is Hillary. And the minute if Joe Biden did somehow by some miracle win, she would be the one fucking with the gun behind his back.
I'm sorry it had to be this way, Joe. Fucking hell. Shooting after funeral in Florida leaves two... Shooting after funeral? I'm sorry. Come on. Do you people have, like, no fucking respect for anything?
On the bright side, they already have the shovels ready.
You're not wrong. It's another fucking teen boy. That's the same thing. It's like another fucking teen boy dead. Come on. You should be ashamed of yourself. 3 people shot. 2 of them fatally following a funeral Saturday afternoon. What if it was that kid's funeral?
No, this is in Florida.
Oh, okay. That would be fucking... Oh, my God. That would be keck-worthy. That would be fucking keck-worthy.
Who the fuck shoots someone at 2:30? Like, Jesus.
Oh, my God. I don't know, dude. 15-year-old
boy and a man were pronounced dead at the scene. Yeah. A woman was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Of course, the woman gets out of it.
Yeah, wow.
The dead man was later identified. Royce Freeman, the church's senior pastor, fuck is that name?
Twante de Lupo? I have no fucking clue, dude.
Said in a video posted on Facebook that the attack was across from the church and involved people who attended the funeral there. You're gonna really attend the funeral and then wait for it to be over and then shoot some people.
No, hold on. A fight broke out with the family, and in the midst of that fight, the shooting occurred. So, like, the funeral ended, then they started getting into a fucking fight over some dumb shit.
Who the fuck brings a gun to a church?
To a funeral? Oh my God.
Like, what were you planning on doing there, bringing your gun? Ooh,
in a previous Facebook statement, he said the congregation was mourning the loss of 2 young black men to a senseless shooting. Oof.
Fucking dipshit.
When will we learn?
So far, no arrests haven't been made. What the fuck?
How? You know who was there? It was a funeral. It's not like...
Yeah, they're always going on about, oh, the black communities are terrible and shit. Well, fuck, you guys are ruining it. Why would you shoot someone at a funeral home? Who the fuck in their right mind does this?
How are there no arrests? There were people there. You just came from, like, there were witnesses. Weren't there? What the fuck? What about the woman who was shot?
Because no one wants to snitch. No black person wants to snitch on another one. This is probably a fucking gang. But, fuck, you're like Mexico. You're ruining it and complaining about it.
I don't even want to talk about this article. It's just fucking disgusting.
Let's see here. Trying to stop shooting. School tip line uncovers a teen suicide crisis.
Oh, wow. Really? Kids are depressed these days?
Died.
I can't believe it. Wow. The memes aren't just memes? Wow.
Police say the anonymous reporting systems have helped them save the lives of suicidal teens.
Thank the Lord. Like, how is this not a thing that was already available, dude? Like, honestly. Fuck, like... Okay. Some guidance counselors and some, like, people who work in that sort of field are great. Some other ones just are fucking slacking. And that's fucking terrible. You're letting people fucking die. Because at the most vulnerable part in their lives, you can't be asked to give them fucking support. And that's not just the staff there. That's also the fucking people who run the school, people who in the fucking community who don't provide these things. Like, fuck you. Honestly.
How much do you want to bet that most of these teen suicide incidents are males?
Oh boy. I mean, right here, the first story is his son. Someone's son. I mean, it's probably
the dad had no idea about any of this.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm not saying fathers to invade your son's life, but at least every now and then talk to your kids, dude. Pay attention. Yeah, like, I understand you like to give them their space, jerk off to whatever food or shit they want, but at least keep an eye on them.
It's not even just keep an eye on. Like, part of the reason is your neglect. Like, if we want to be completely fucking honest here, part of the reason is your neglect. By neglecting your child, you are pushing them further down this fucking rabbit hole.
It has since Safe Oregon launched in January 2015, it has received 540 reports of a suicidal student compared to the 278 reports of a threatened attack on a school. Pennsylvania Safe to Say PA took in 2,529 reports related to self-harm, 2,184 related to suicidal thoughts in its first 6 months last year. Holy shit.
But I gotta say, self-harm is usually more female, though.
Because they like the attention.
Well, it's not, I don't know if it's about the attention, I don't know if it's just, like, there's a gender difference in, like, severity, because, like, dudes don't do self-harm. They just, one day they're just like, I'm done with it. Like,
well, yeah,
girls try to cope in some way. Girls try to cope in some way, but dudes are just like, I'm trying to hold it all in, but if this shit fucking breaks, I'm done.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Women let it leak out a little bit by the evidence of the harming, but guys, they build it up until it just explodes.
There's a reason women live longer. You can live with fucking scars on your wrist. You can't live with a fucking bullet in your fucking brain.
In the aftermath of a mass shooting, schools in Parkland, Florida, St. Pete, Texas school district.
That doesn't do anything. Pouring billions of dollars into what? Into fucking what? What are you doing to prevent mass shootings? Please let me know.
Figures and data from the tip lines should be a wake-up call to a far more likely threat that has not received the same urgent focus.
Look, okay, hold on. Let me say something here. You're contradicting yourself. You're putting billions of dollars into preventing a shooting by fortifying campuses, adding bulletproof glass. You're not preventing anything. That's not what prevention is, dipshit. You're trying to lessen the fucking impact when it happens, but you're not preventing anything.
Okay, look. They're all worried about the school shooting incident, but school shooting that would happen from a depressed person that's just sick of shit. But why don't we solve the suicide and the school shooting thing at the start, at the fucking root of the problem?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Blacky. Like, if your kid touches a stove, you don't just turn the heat down on the stove. You're not solving anything there, are you?
My older brother was mentally retarded. He used to turn on the stove and like put his hand in the fire. And me, the younger brother, I was told by my mother to make sure he didn't fucking do that because that's not fucking healthy.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a preventative measure because now you're fucking keeping an eye on him. You're keeping track.
Yeah.
Like you're not just saying, okay, I'm just gonna turn the heat down so the next time he does it, he doesn't hurt himself that much. That's not a preventative measure. You're not helping anybody.
If you as a parent don't have the time, then get someone else to do it. And if you don't have anyone, well, I'm not saying pawn them off on someone. Like get another family member. They need someone to be there for them.
Even if it's literally just
if there's no one else,
minutes,
you need to fucking do this.
Even if it's just literally a few minutes. Make those minutes fucking heartfelt. Have an honest to God sit down with your children, please, and have like a heartfelt fucking talk about what they're going through. Even if it sounds stupid to you, even if you don't understand what's going on, let them fucking speak. Let them pour their hearts out to you and fucking support them.
All these graphs here that they have at the bottom of the school, the threat against the school is the lowest on all of them.
My goodness, people are not shooting up the school because they hate the school. That is not the issue here.
They're shooting up the school because they want a suicide by cop and take out as many people as they can with them.
They want to get revenge on people. They feel powerless. They have nothing to fucking lose. That's the issue here. Like, this is not fucking rocket science. You can solve two birds with one fucking stone here. My God. Shit like that really fucking breaks my heart because, like, people will sit back and say, "Oh, we're doing stuff. We're fortifying the windows. We're giving people training on what to do if there's a shooting." You're not helping anything. You're not fucking helping anybody at all with anything. Like, have a fucking heart, like have a conscience.
That's like you're getting ready to weather the storm that you know is going to happen.
Exactly. Have a fucking heart. Have a conscience. Reach out to these people. These are other human beings, other living people that you are disregarding because it's too much effort on your part. When you can just pump some fucking dollars in to some fucking seminars here, a fucking extra security guard there. You're not doing anything, please.
All right, let's move on for a bit. Britain has changed forever, if you didn't know.
Yeah, they completely left the EU. And I mean, honestly,
were the country to ever consider re-entering the European Union, both it and the bloc would be fundamentally different. I don't think they ever want to join. I don't think they should ever join back again.
Yep, I mean,
I think more countries should leave the EU. It's fucking terrible.
The EU is really not benefiting Britain. Like, at the end of the day,
it's not benefiting anyone.
It's really not. Like, since the EU was formed, just so many fucking countries are just shit in fucking debt right now.
You're gonna see France and Germany going even more into debt now that Britain isn't there to take the bulk of it.
Like, I don't understand why they don't just sort themselves out. Like, why the fuck we gotta play fucking politics here, politics there, fucking let's import fucking migrants. Like, just solve your main fucking issues first, people. Fuck's sake. And I as a Portuguese man, I want fucking Portugal to leave the EU too, and like go back to our spectacular fucking alliance with Britain, which is one of the longest held alliances in history, by the way. It's fucking spectacular.
Yes,
okay?
Yes, we know Portugal is the best fucking place everywhere.
Amen. No, but like Portugal and other countries that are not fucking like Portugal's not really benefiting from the EU. Like, a lot of countries are really not benefiting from the EU. And yet there's so much fucking pressure to stay in. Because people are afraid to fucking change. Unless that change coincides directly with what they want. Fucking, change this so that fucking trannies can come in to this restroom? Of course! How can you're fucking crazy to not want that. Like, ignore any and all fucking possible fucking complications that could happen with this. You're out of your mind if you don't think this is great. But then something like this happens, and you're out of your mind if you think this is great.
Yeah.
You can't pick and fucking choose.
The main pushback, one of the main pushbacks against Britain leaving the EU was a bunch of people saying, "Oh, we won't have free travel to other countries now."
And
the other countries are still open. You can still go there.
Closed,
get a passport. It's not like they're going to say, "Oh, you're British."
Get a passport just like every other fucking country. Okay.
It's not like you're just being. It's not like you're getting cut out of the fucking world.
Like, what the fuck's like? Are you really fucking that invested in going to this country like every fucking Tuesday? And, like, I really don't understand. Like, what sort of travel do you need to do that you can't just facilitate with a fucking passport?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Like, you still need a fucking passport whether or not you're in the EU.
This whole article is just discussing what they would need to do.
I don't have any fucking spectacular opinions on Britain. I'm not British. I don't have any deep insight. I just think it's really something that people need to take a more critical fucking look at. Like, just don't deny it because because someone has told you to deny it. Don't support it because someone has told you to support it. Draw your own fucking conclusions, people.
Think for yourself. For
oh god, this next one. I think this is the one Morty posted.
Yeah, Morty wanted to cover this one. You wanna go?
Peter says sorry for taking this. Wait, This article is more than 2 years old. God damn it, Morty.
What the fuck, Morty? No, this is out of date. We can't do this.
Well, I'll just read the headline. PETA says sorry for taking girl's pet chihuahua and putting it down. PETA's terrible. Don't associate with PETA. PETA's a bunch of fucking hypocrites, and they don't care about animals. They just want to promote their fucking agenda. Next article.
After Brexit, Britain faces a cold, shrunken reality.
Just like my wiener. It shrinks when it's cold.
Britain finally. Prime Minister Boris Johnson keeps trying to cloak himself in Churchillian optimism, declaring Monday that post-Brexit Britain has, among other metaphors, a butterfly, leaving its chrysalid flapping into a new...
Who writes like this?
I don't know.
Like, Washington Post, really? Who writes like this? Like, fucking leaving its chrysalis, fucking Churchillian optimism, new prominence on the world stage, extolling his nation's reclamation of sovereignty.
Apparently that's what the guy actually said.
No, I understand, but then, like, he both extolled his nation's reclamation of sovereignty from European Union's vast regime of rules and regulations. Like, no one speaks like that, dude. Stop writing this fucking, like, word spaghetti fucking mess, dude.
But in the weeks and months ahead, it has to reckon with some cold realities. The actual process of splitting from Europe is far from over, and Britain will probably find itself reminded repeatedly of its diminished standing in the world after cutting itself adrift from the continent.
Like, look at that. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that mess of a goddamn sentence?
What do you mean, splitting from Europe? First of all of Europe is not in the EU, and even if they're not in the EU, they can still be a part of Europe.
Like, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Britain's kind of an island. Not sure if you all caught that one.
Like, this whole fucking idea of, if you're not in the EU, you're not part of Europe. Fuck off. What the fuck is this shit?
Global free trade, too.
Britain has been the biggest fucking, one of the biggest players in Europe since, like, fucking the beginning.
Since ever, dude. Fucking, but then they're not doing our global free trade rules, dude. They're not doing our trade regulations.
Moreover, the anger in Northern Ireland and Scotland over Brexit may mean that in leaving one union, Johnson and his allies laid the groundwork for the dissolution of another.
Literally, that's right. Nobody cares about Scotland and Ireland. They're not relevant.
Ireland and Scotland are little bitches that don't want to fucking
not relevant
leave either.
I'm sorry, but honestly, like,
over 11
Britain is Britain, and you two are Britain's fucking lackeys who exist for some reason.
It took way too long to leave the EU with all this fucking delay.
They were supposed to leave prior, but all sorts of fucking bullshit came up, and now finally they've been able to fucking do it. Yeah.
It took way too long.
You good?
Yeah.
Back to my favorite. For British companies long dependent on easy access to European markets. You can still access those markets. Like, I'm not sure if you know this. Did you know that the U.S. trades with Europe, and the U.S. isn't in the EU? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that China trades with Europe, and China's not in the EU?
Did you know this? They have an outlaw. You know, the EU has an outlawed trading with other countries yet. But if you stay in the EU, it probably will. Let's move on to my favorite place in the world.
Britain can trade as he fucking pleases, dude.
Let's move on to my favorite place in the world, Vancouver.
Oh god, there's already 3 fucking Vancouver things here. Okay.
Twiggy the water skiing squirrel is performing illegally in Vancouver.
No, Twiggy.
If you could force eastern gray squirrels to water ski for your amusement, Stanley Park would overrun with entertaining squirrel catchers.
Why the fuck is this prohibited, dude?
The water skiing squirrel entertaining this week at the Vancouver International Boat Show is doing so in direct contravention.
Okay, so hold on. You can do this with guinea pigs, chinchillas, rats, mice, degus, and gerbils, but not squirrels for some reason.
Apparently, squirrels are off limits.
Why?
Because retarded. There's really not much to this article. It's just saying, it's outlawed, you Twiggy, can't fucking do this, they're doing it anyways.
Like, Twiggy's a rescue squirrel, dude. They took the squirrel in, they're giving it a good life. Yeah, sure, it might be a little scary for the squirrel for a few seconds while it does some water skiing, but it looks like it's pretty comfortably attached to its
board. It doesn't look like it's panicking or anything.
Yeah, it's not panicking. It looks pretty fucking chill. Twiggy's having a good time. And then Twiggy gets plenty of fucking food, I'm presuming. Twiggy never has to suffer again. Like, Twiggy has a job. Stop being upset that this fucking squirrel has a job and you don't.
Damn.
Like, honestly.
It's true, but damn.
Punishable by fine from 500 to 10,000. Why you gotta ruin Twiggy's entire fucking career like that? Come on.
Seriously. How dare you?
Like, okay, you take this away. What happens to Twiggy? He goes back into the wild, and like 2 days later, he's found fucking dead. Fucking.
You know what happens to Twiggy? You take this away. You know what happens to Twiggy? He goes to PETA.
He goes to PETA and he fucking gets euthanized. Or 2 days later, he's found fucking run over on it somewhere. Like,
well, it's Vancouver. You'll probably find him strung out on fucking morphine.
Or maybe, since Vancouver's notably home to a bunch of fucking Asians, chinks, if you will, he's probably going to end up in someone's fucking soup.
That's a great transition. Vancouver woman says she coughed on a flight and was told to wear a mask because she's Asian. I'm sorry.
Asian. You are a chink.
Profiling works for a reason.
Yes, sir. Like, hold on.
While flying home from Mexico this week. What the fuck are you doing in Mexico? A Vancouver woman says she was told by flight attendants on an Aeromexico flight to wear a mask because she coughed.
Imagine getting people sick on a fucking flight. Come on.
Reed Chin, like, that's an enclosed space. There's no free airflow going in that, man. Reed Chin has spent 2 weeks on vacation. 1 week in Hatuka for a pickleball camp.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on there.
What the fuck are you vacationing
pickleball
in
camps
Mexico
in San
for?
Cristobal?
During the second week, she came down with a cold. I emailed my travel agent right away, Chin said. I said I wanted to come back. She said, with your fever, you may not be able to fly, so you may as well stay there and relax until you get better. I slept for 3 days. I eat nothing but drink water.
Interesting. So basically, well, she got on her flight.
Maybe you should have listened to your travel agent and
no, she didn't.
Not,
But then she coughed, and like someone was like, "Ooh, nah, we're not taking risks."
The travel agent knew this was gonna happen. They're like, "Oh, you got a fever and shit." The minute you show up on a fucking flight sick, they're gonna fucking tell you a mask and shit, or you won't be let off the plane.
Plus, like, you should know better. Like, you should expect this. Like, if you look Asian, there's a fucking virus going around, and you start coughing on an airplane. Like, okay, there's two options here. They be respectful, and if you happen to have the coronavirus, everybody fucking dies, or they be more fucking upfront and they ask you to wear a mask, so on the off chance you have it, no one fucking dies. Like, yeah, you went to Mexico, but maybe you met somebody there in Mexico who had the virus. Maybe you have some other fucking virus. I mean...
But her flight left her furious and scared. She says she coughed once, and the flight attendant immediately asked if she had been to China, and she explained she hadn't been for 20 years.
This bitch really said my rights
Another
cannot be
male
taken
flight
away.
attendant came to me this time. He was interrogating me. Chin said, "Tell me where you've been. Have you been to China? Have you been to Wuhan?" I'm sorry if people are concerned about health.
She really said, my rights cannot be taken away. What rights, bitch? You're on a commercial fucking flight. Wear a mask if you're gonna be sick. Like, it's not that difficult. God damn. I don't even know what to say about this. Just, yes, there is some profiling going on, but it's for everybody else's fucking benefit. Alrighty. Vancouver's Business Association calls for safe supply of drugs to prevent overdose deaths. It goes on and on and on and on. Boy, oh boy.
So basically, what the idea here is that they're mixing their own drugs and shit, and it's toxic because it's not professional. And they're thinking, let's get some professional drugs into them instead of this toxic shit. And it's like, why don't we address the problem of them being fucking addicts?
This is the continuation of our dispensing machine story and our opioid death stories from previous installments.
Like, you've had so many overdoses and shit. What the fuck? What does it take? You guys have this overdose crisis, and now Canada's getting some fucking coronavirus up in there too. Like, you're hitting on both ends.
There's like a random... I'm not sure if I missed something here, but midway through the article, they started talking about vehicle break-ins.
What?
Gauthier lamented the vehicle break-in problem in a courier interview in February 2019. A direct connection between break-ins and feeding a drug habit? Nigga, who's stashing drugs in their car?
What the fuck?
The first 7 days of this year
258 vehicle break-ins in Vancouver.
In 7 days?
What is wrong with Vancouver?
In 7 days? What?
What is wrong with Vancouver?
Nigga, why are you keeping drugs in your car?
You know what? It's probably the people getting the drugs from the vending machines.
You know those people don't have cars? Come on. Out your mind, nigga. Damn.
Oh, fuck. Like, seriously. Just get some help for these people. Stop putting your money into feeding their addictions.
Yes, please do that. Like,
too many people have died for this bullshit.
Getting them hooked on safe drugs doesn't help the issue anymore than fucking...
A 67% increase from a previous year.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That is outrageous.
Good old 395 people in Vancouver dead from overdosing. It's like a coronavirus worth right there.
God damn.
You basically just encouraged coronavirus in your own fucking province. Get help.
So, what do you know about vagina candles? What do you know about vagina candles?
Dude, why does this person look like a fucking absolute goblin?
Apparently, this is the R&B. Apparently, this is the R&B legend right now, currently alive.
Dude, look at this image and tell me that that's not. I legitimately thought she was wearing a mask. I legitimately thought she was wearing a mask.
Before today, I have never heard of this person.
I've never heard of this person either. I thought she was wearing a mask. She looks like a fucking goblin. She looks like if the AI looked at her, she'd be declared male. No one wants to smell your crusty ass, dusty ass fucking vagina, dude. Like it's not that deep.
Apparently, she cuts up her panties and burns them, and that's how she gets the smell.
Ew. Come on. Like, at least sell them to some fucking freak who wants them. No one wants to buy candles like that. Do you know how fucking degenerate you have to be to order a candle like that? To order a candle displayed in public view as it fucking burns.
She wants to sell it for $38, and apparently it's already sold out.
Oh my god. Like, okay. Let's say, for example, hypothetically, I buy some panties, right? Yeah. I can keep those in a drawer, and then whenever I'm feeling like it, I can pull those out and do with them as I please, right? If I buy this candle, I have to light this candle and keep it fucking burning, like, until, like, the scent fucking fades out. And, like, imagine you're just sitting there with your fucking vagina candle and your mom walks in. Hey, mom.
Apparently these candles are supposed to heat shit up in the bed.
How? Does your bitch not have a vagina? Like, excuse me?
I don't know. Oh, hey, let's get all hot and bothered by smelling some other random bitch's vagina.
I just think it's funny how. Why?
Vagina-scented perfume, however, has yet to be seen or smelled.
Who wants to smell like fucking vagina? Who wants to smell like fish? Who wants to smell like a whole goddamn tilapia?
Jesus Christ.
Bitch, please.
The fuck is wrong with you people?
This is funny as a joke, but like when you're actually out here fucking doing this, you're fucking insane.
I don't know. I don't know what's sadder, the people selling it or the people buying it. It's like those people who bought the bathwater.
Oh. At least but the bathwater was funny because it was a joke. You know, like the person selling it knew it was a joke. Most of the people buying it knew it was a joke. This is just fucking shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself if you buy this shit.
People who bought these candles, you're the reason God has abandoned us.
Yes. Like, I would, like, listen, if I was a richer man, right, and, what's her name? The girl who released the fucking bathwater.
The fuck if I know her whore-ass name. Thought.
Bathwater girl.
Man accused of driving through Republican voter registration.
Right, if Belle Delphine, right, put her fucking piss in a jar, and I was a richer man, I'd buy it just for the meme value of it. Right? I'm not buying this shit, though, because there's no meme value to this. This is a serious fucking product that you're putting out onto the fucking market. And, like, you should be ashamed of yourself trying to sell this shit.
Man accused of driving through Republican voter registration.
Nigga, what are you, ISIS right now? Like,
no, he was probably Antifa.
But like, this is some ISIS shit. This is some I'm gonna take my truck.
Look at this man. Look at this man's face and his hair.
I'm taking. I can't speak. I'm gonna take my fucking truck of peace and run over some people, but USA edition.
I mean, look at this man. If you were to put like a black hat and a black suit on him, he would look just like a fucking Nazi.
It was a whole fucking van. It was a whole fucking van, dude. What
the van of peace, haven't you heard? The van of peace gonna ride over all those Republicans.
Oh my god, dude.
Luckily,
a person
no one
of over
injured.
65 years old, you're attacking the elderly, trying to run them
Luckily,
over.
no one got injured.
He didn't even have a fucking license.
Oh my god.
Dude!
Pulling up, driving through the tent, and striking their tables.
Holy shit, you could have killed somebody, dude.
I got out of the way.
Why is this not receiving more attention? This is a fucking terrorist attack.
It really is, but when it's against Republicans, someone gives a fuck.
Holy shit, dude. We don't know if this is politically motivated. There. Excuse me? You bitch.
Excuse me?
What? What do you mean? We don't know if this is fucking politically motivated.
No, Trump over here. Law enforcement has been notified. Be careful, tough guys, who you play with.
Bruh, this is the kind of shit that I hope gets you fucking set up in front of a fucking firing squad.
Ronna McDaniel, these unprovoked, senseless attacks on real Donald Trump supporters need to end. I want to echo the GOP in saying we will not be silenced by cowards. These disgusting acts will only make us work harder to win November.
They should bring back public executions, broadcast them on TV, and have people like this fucking strung up and fucking fired by a goddamn firing squad.
Look, France, can we borrow your guillotines?
He could have killed 6 people. He could have really easily just... Because they're in a tent. You can't see shit outside. It's a fucking enclosed space. You really could have just killed 6 people right there. Holy shit,
Cowardly act of violence. No one's life should be placed in danger for exercising their First Amendment. Literally, this is a fucking law in the United States. You can have whatever political view you want in the United States. No one should be fucking attacking you for it.
Holy shit,
at least not physically. Like,
how did he get the van?
Look at this ugly fuck.
How did he get the van if he doesn't have a light? Whose van is this?
I don't know. He's probably one of those. He's probably broke into it like the people in Vancouver.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck?
There's not much more to this.
It's not an employee of the song, but it's your friend.
Like, seriously, look at this man. Holy fuck, he looks like a drug addict.
He really does. I hope whoever's van that is, you get your van back. I hope it's not his van. And I hope all these people are alright. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck, dude?
Like, why you gotta do this? Like, what are you gaining from this?
Like, there's a lot of dissimilarity between this and something like the shooting at a funeral. Like, the shooting at a funeral is fucked up and completely sick, but, like, that's something that's, like, a fight going on, and, like, you've got people there who can try to stop that shit. You literally came out of nowhere with a van attacking elderly folks in a fucking tent. Like, this was not a fucking fight. This wasn't a heat of the moment thing. This is a planned fucking murder of 6 people.
This is a planned murder of some elderly people.
Like, that's premeditated murder. For what? You don't even know these people, dude.
This man should be tied into a stack.
They didn't fucking prevent you from bullying somebody. They didn't get into a fight with you at a fucking funeral. You have no idea who these people are.
This man should be thrown in a sack, tied to the back of a truck, and just drove down the street a little bit.
Good God, dude. Imagine if he had imagine if he had killed somebody and then fucking gone off to do it again. Holy shit.
Oh, back to the coronavirus.
Oh, holy fuck. He stopped, took a video, and flipped people off. You really thought you were going to get away with this shit, nigga. What?
What is wrong with you? What type of psychopath?
I don't know, man. You have to be real fucked up for that shit.
There's all kinds out there, people. Be safe.
You know, heat of the moment shit happens to fucking anybody. You know,
look, there are all kinds of people out there. Be safe out there, people.
Really, be safe out there. Don't get into fights with people. Don't.
The most precious thing that you have in your life is you and your family.
Mm-hmm.
Protect them.
Stay safe, please. Stay fucking safe. But like, how are you supposed to stay safe when there are fucking people like that who don't even know you, who will try to fucking run you over for no reason? Just do your best, man. Goodness.
Virus fallout from Singapore meeting spreads across Europe.
Nigga.
What?
Y'all really went to Singapore after you heard about the coronavirus.
Group of Britons sharing chalet in the Alps contracted virus. Further cases in Spain, UK linked to French infections.
Y'all really went to Singapore. Are you stupid? Are you stupid?
Coronavirus cases traced to a business meeting in Singapore have reached 3 European
people talk about
countries.
like, oh man, Trump's fucking ban is racist against these people and, you know, the Muslims. And yet, like, you couldn't even fucking stay out of Asia when there's an actual fucking deadly virus, dude? Come on. Come on.
A cluster of cases in France, Spain, and the UK confirmed over the weekend all appear to have been linked to a French ski resort where the infected people had contact with a British man who had just returned.
This nigga was like, yeah, I'm gonna roll up to Singapore, get infected, and then hop onto this fucking ski resort. Excuse me.
By more than 90 foreigners.
Y'all really some negligent niggas.
The spreading pattern is reminiscent of SARS outbreak in 2003 when a single infected doctor
it's the same sort of fucking disease, dude. Like, this is not a fucking joke. Come on, people.
40 cases have been confirmed in Singapore, and concerns about further contagion is impacting local events.
Shut it down. Shut the entire country down.
Jesus.
How do you let people into a fucking business meeting who have coronavirus? How do you not strain for this shit?
Let's see. Singapore, a 27-year-old Singapore man, a 38-year-old female Singapore permanent resident, and a 50-year-old Singapore man attended the private meeting.
Niggas who had the virus.
They were among the 15 Singapore residents who attended the meeting.
Everybody in that goddamn room is now fucking infected.
A 41-year-old Malaysian man attended the meeting.
Great. Now Malaysia's got it. South Korea's got it.
Two of the four South Koreans. A middle-aged British man.
The one who decided, you know what, after going to this country where I might have well been fucking infected, let me just go to a ski resort in France. Why?
Like, what is wrong with you people?
Be more sensible. Like, you're traveling. You should first of all be, like, cautious about any diseases. Like, let alone the fucking coronavirus of all things. Second of all, how are you letting people into business meetings without checking whether or not they're fucking dying of coronavirus? This coronavirus thing's giving me a fucking headache, man. But did you know,
man, this shit,
Snoop Dogg
this shit is gonna get out there.
Okay, what is this? Snoop Dogg told by Susan... I only know two people in this headline, and they're Snoop Dogg and Kobe Bryant. Who the fuck are Susan Rice and Gayle King?
I don't know, but we're about to find out. In an explosive-filled Instagram video, Snoop Dogg appeared to threaten King and accused her of trying to tarnish Kobe Bryant's reputation.
Kobe Brown, according to you. I'm not going to say any more about that.
Rapper Snoop Dogg is getting both praise and criticism over the Instagram video in which he appeared to threaten journalist Galen King and accused her of trying to tarnish Kobe Brown's reputation after she asked... Oh, boy. After she asked WNBA star Lisa Leslie about Bryant's sexual assault case.
Who the fuck is Susan Rice, though?
Some fucking...
Who's Rice?
I don't know. Posted Twitter earlier this week. Show co-host King asked Leslie if she thinks Bryant's legacy is complicated.
Others such as Susan Rice, who served President Obama's national security advisor. So she's literally who?
Who?
Like, if I had seen Susan Rice, I would have been like, whomst? She's not... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's President Obama's national security advisor. That's who? That's that fucking...
Who, nigga?
That's that
Snoop
loud
Dogg
mom at the PTA meetings. That's who that is.
Snoop Dogg in an interview Friday on the radio program, the Ricky Smiley morning show, explained his criticism of King, saying it's important to help Bryant's widow Vanessa and their children keep their legacy in a righteous manner so the family can heal.
I mean, like, he did kind of do that shit though.
Yeah, like, if he did it, it needs to be brought to light. But, don't go after the family for it.
Yeah, don't go after the family, but, like Snoop, you getting real fucking upset over, like, literally nothing. Like, these are just the facts, my man. Like, when Bill Cosby dies, we're not going to be like,
oh, boy.
Oh, damn, Bill Cosby was really great, man. We're going to be like,
damn. Okay, so the case was dropped and a civil suit was later settled. So, the shit is settled. Who the fuck is bringing this up again if the suit is already settled?
I don't know, but like what I'm saying, like, Bill Cosby dies, we're not going to just ignore all that shit that happened. I mean,
yeah, but the difference with Bill Cosby is he hasn't paid anyone to shut up about it yet.
The difference with Bill Cosby is that like only about half his fucking cases are real, if even. Like, Bill Cosby probably
that was 2003. Some of his kids wasn't even born yet, so when you're bringing that up. You bringing up information to them they don't need to know nothing about. Holy
nigga,
shit.
What?
I'm thinking about them the same time they don't need to hear that mess. He was not found guilty, but he did settle out of court.
But, like, your kids need to... How do your kids not know about this to begin with? What? Your kids are not, like... Okay. I don't know how old his kids are, but 2003 was about 17 years ago. Like, are his kids not old enough to, like, Google? Like, he's not a minor figure. Like I'm sure one of his kids has Googled Kobe Bryant and has seen, what's this?
Oh, this is just a shit show.
Why the fuck is Snoop Dogg getting involved? When did Snoop Dogg and Kobe get so fucking tight?
I guess Snoop Dogg liked Kobe Brown.
Yeah, he really does like Kobe Brown.
Jesus. Utah sends employees to Mexico for lower prescription prices.
I mean, that's not even anything to do with Mexico. That's just U.S. having a fucking shit, like...
Utah is paying public employees to travel to Mexico to fill their prescription medications in a program aimed at reducing high cost of prescription drugs.
Like, prescription drugs in the U.S. cost ridiculous amounts. Like, absolutely fucking stupid.
Man, I got a tetanus shot, and that shit's like $300.
What the fuck's that all about, dude? Like, it does not cost you that much to fucking do. Like, you don't.
Yeah, I got the tetanus shot after I got bit by the rat.
Like, okay. People are going to talk about, but what about the research and development? You mean the shit that's funded by the government, nigga? What are grants? Excuse me? These niggas are getting paid. These niggas are making enough money to support their families. You don't need to be fucking greedy about the fucking proceeds afterwards. People are dying because you're not fucking giving them these prescriptions at affordable prices. I'm not talking about giving them out for free, but like, when fucking shit costs like $1,000 to like keep someone alive for like a month, like, you're really bleeding niggas dry. Come on.
It's not too much. Just not personal too much to say here. Shit.
Like, just honestly, I don't understand. Like, people should not be forced to fucking fly abroad and get fucking prescription filled out because
from Mexico of all places,
because it's infinitely fucking cheaper to fly them out than to fucking pay for the prescription. Do you know what that means? It is cheaper to get this person on a fucking vehicle. It is cheaper to buy a plane ticket
to and back to Mexico than it is to buy a bottle of pills.
To get them on a fucking plane across the border, have them fill out their prescription there, and then get them back across, and like cover all those fucking fares and shit. Then to fucking pay for the price of prescription.
That's buying your entire employee base tickets to and from the fucking Mexico, buying their prescriptions and shit, and that's all cheaper than just buying prescriptions in the U.S. apparently.
Ridiculous.
There's a problem there.
Excuse me.
Karen, the anti-vax soccer mom with "Speak to the Manager" hair, explained
how the name Karen became an insult and a meme.
If your name is Karen, Becky, or Chad, well, I feel bad for you. You may have noticed a growing trend of people using your name as an insult, increasingly Karen. Well, maybe if Karens weren't such bitches. In particular, has emerged as the front runner for the average basic white person name.
No, that's not what you've done. Karen's not average white person name. Karen is bitch name. Karen is the name you give someone who's a fucking bitch.
A pejorative catch-all label for a wide range. Pejorative catch-all language for a wide range of behaviors thought to have connections to white privilege.
No, it's connections to being a fucking bitch.
Like similar insults like "okay boomer."
Okay boomer is also not about like privilege. It's about people being fucking bitches. Like there are people who are named Karen who I'm sure are great fucking people. There are boomers who are great fucking people. But like the meme isn't about privilege and boomers talking down to. It's about people just being fucking annoying. Like holy fuck, dude. The reason the Karen meme exists is because so many of the people who have done this have been named something similar to Karen, Becky, some other fucking generic name like that.
Yeah, this shit goes far too into a meme. It's a meme. Chill out, people. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
You can't,
like
no one's gonna ruin the joke by looking too much into it.
Like if your name is Karen, right? You might get like a fucking laugh here or there. You know, someone might make a little comment, but no one's gonna fucking debase your entire identity over a meme. And if you feel that fucking attacked, then honestly, maybe you fit the meme. Like, come on.
Maybe the meme has some truth involving you.
Like, we're talking about middle-aged women, fucking multiple kids, anti-vaxxer, speak to the manager. Like, if that applies to you, like, if all that applies to you, like, you really have some consideration to be doing. There are bigger problems in your life than this meme. The same thing with the okay boomer thing. Like, if you're one of those people who's getting okay boomered, you've got bigger considerations to make in your life.
Alright, Goma, you want to hit this last one?
Alrighty. What would happen if the world suddenly went vegetarian?
We would all die.
Like, I don't think you understand what suddenly means. Like, people really underestimate how long it takes to transition from things. Like, and this is completely unrelated to this, but you see this all the time with things about diets. Like, people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to diet. And then, like, for 2 or 3 days, they don't eat anything, or they'll eat very small portions. And then they fucking relapse, eating fucking gigantic portions, and then they feel fucking terrible about themselves. You can't do that. You can't transition that fast. Same thing here. You can't just change our entire fucking economy and diet like this. There are millions of people who are going to fucking die because they have deficiencies that they cannot fulfill through whatever fucking bullshit vegetables you're feeding. There's not enough fucking supply of like vegetables. There's no fucking infrastructure in lots of countries to be feeding everybody vegetables.
You gotta love the contradiction here. Eliminating meat from our diets would bring a bounty of benefits to both our health and the planet, but it could also harm millions of people. The fuck?
Like, I don't even need to scroll through this article. Like, it's just common sense here. Like, it says, like, I'll scroll through and I'll read a little bit. In developing countries, there will be negative effects in terms of poverty. Literally what I just said 2 seconds ago. You don't even need to write an article. Literally use your head. There is not infrastructure to feed fucking billions of people or like millions of people in these fucking countries with no infrastructure to fucking give them like the vegetables that they need, the vitamins that they need. It's not happening. It's not happening. If you want something like this to happen, first, make sure everybody has food first. Second, make sure everybody has fucking proper food with proper fucking vitamins and isn't fucking dying of malnutrition. And third, then fucking get your actual production in place. You can't just switch to vegetarianism. That's not how this works. There's not fucking supply for all this shit. Like, vegetarian options are already expensive enough in fucking developed countries. How are you going to make this a viable option anywhere else?
Think about all the people whose jobs are to, do meat and shit. Where the fuck are they going to work now?
And like, fucking hell, I'm dying here for no reason. Fucking like they talk about food production accounts for greenhouse emissions and such and so on and so forth. Do you know how much more fucking emissions you would need to be doing to like produce all these vegetables? You can't produce vegetables for free.
They're talking about land, about less land being taken up too.
Our agriculture does not work like that.
I don't think they know how any of this works.
Like irrigation, transportation, refrigeration, all this shit, regardless of whether you're doing it with vegetables or meat, is going to cause like fucking harm to our environment. That's just the way it works. Unless you can find a better alternative and implement it, don't start talking about these random fucking hypotheticals. Like, come on, seriously.
Like, people, just eat a fucking hamburger and shut the fuck up.
Eat a hamburger, and if you've got a problem with our environment getting fucked, I feel you. I also don't appreciate our environment being fucked up. However, I'm not a fucking environmentalist, right? I'm not out here fucking telling people how to live their lives, because a lot of people don't have fucking choices. A lot of people do not have the fucking choice to go to a supermarket and say, oh, instead of the hamburger, I'm going to get the veggie burger today. A lot of people are not in fucking reasonable scenarios where they can switch from gas cars to electric cars. A lot of people do not have fucking proper access to fucking drinking water. And do you want the entire world to suddenly switch over to vegetarianism? For fuck's sake.
You want to help the environment? Go to a funeral home.
And the moment you start having the government regulate people's fucking lives, you enter a very slippery fucking slope. Do you want to be China? Because I don't want to be China. I really do.
I don't think anyone wants to be China. Even China doesn't want to be China.
This is something I saw today on a YouTube video by a Super Eye Patch Wolf, I think.
Yeah?
About martial arts, and there's this Chinese dude, Shu something. Let me look him up. Shu Jialong. I forget what his name is. Shu martial arts. Shu Xiaodong. Right. Is this fucking 40-year-old dude, like way out of his prime, who just practices some MMA, and he's going out here taking out fucking martial arts masters, if you will. People who are being backed by the government, because the government wants everybody to respect China's culture and its traditions, which means you have to learn Tai Chi, you have to learn Kung Fu, and all this shit is like fine for like exercise, but like when you start promoting these people as like fucking gods among men, like they air fucking advertisements and shit where like this random practitioner that has never fought a day in his life is like fending off 5 people. You're giving people a false sense of security, a false sense of hope. You're just feeding them fake fucking propaganda. You're just feeding this shit to your fucking citizens, and it's not okay.
Sometimes people need some real shit.
People need real shit, dude. And this man's going out here, and he's fucking fighting to prove, that times have changed. You cannot rely on Kung Fu, can't rely on Tai Chi. But the thing that's happening, which relates to this, is he's lost social credit, and he's being forced. Of course, he has. And he's being forced to wear a clown makeup. But Blacky, you don't understand. Because he has lost social credit, for one of his matches, he had to take a 36-hour train ride somewhere.
Yeah. Because you're not allowed to get on regular buses or anything.
He wasn't allowed to get on fucking proper fucking high-speed vehicles or airplanes. He had to take that just to attend a fucking match. Otherwise, he would be declared loser by default, and the Chinese government would sit back and fucking laugh at him.
If it wasn't for the fact that
fucking clown makeup in his fights.
If it wasn't for the fact, that's honestly more insulting. If you get your ass beat by a guy wearing clown makeup, I would just fucking kill myself.
There was a fight between him and I forget what it was. It was another master. But, like, this guy was actually not terrible. He didn't go down in, one hit. But he still got bodied. And the fight was called a fucking draw. Like, come the fuck on, people. You're deluding yourselves. Right? The moment you start giving the government any level of fucking major sway over your life, you start leading yourself down that path towards China.
Let's be honest. If it wasn't for the fact that this guy's name was now known, they would have silently taken him to the back room and shot him.
The thing is, he was a radio host prior, so he already had some notoriety.
Yeah, if he didn't have notoriety already, they would have shot him.
He would have been fucking dead, yeah. Like, do not...
Do you want to beat China? Do you people want to beat China?
Do not do this to yourselves, please.
This is how we get China.
I don't know if I should link it in the... I think I'm going to link it in the... in the description.
We talked about it.
Rucka Ali's... fucking parody of Little Dicky song. It has a much better fucking message, honestly. Like, it's not trying to lie to you and fucking give you this false hope or tell you that you have to change your entire way of fucking life. Okay? It's just, things are the way they are. No one's gonna advance further by fucking giving the government control over our lives. No one's gonna advance further by suddenly changing everybody to fucking vegetarianism.
That's not how this works,
Change needs to be made, but change needs to be made with thought and gradually. Coups help nobody. I think that's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. Leave a comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do.
This has been Blacklisted News and Reviews, and go hug your family.
Go hug your family.
Go give your family a hug right now. Go do it.
Go tell
get up off the computer, put the phone down.
Call your mom, tell her you love her. Call your dad, tell you love him. Just connect with the people in your life.
Go hug as a random hobo down at the street if you have to.
Well,
just hug
let's slow down. He might have a gun.
Yeah, you might be packing a 40 cal. Never mind.
Packing a 40. Just careful with that one. But honestly, take care of yourselves. Don't let other people tell you what to do. Think for yourself. And as always, keep on trucking, Space Cowboys.
Uh-huh.